The long NASCAR season has come to an end. Joey Logano wins the Cup Championship. Meanwhile, Portage native Carson Hocevar has been named the Rookie of the Year, and he joins us now from North Carolina. Carson, congratulations. What does this mean to you?
It means a lot. I'm excited for our journey, Aspire, moving forward, right? But be able to do this in 1 year time to finish high in points and get their highest points finish as a company on Sundays. But ultimately win Rookie of the Year. This was the most realistic expectation for us to choose and try and chase after as a ender's year result. So to be able to do that, accomplish that, and be able to really pull ahead the late half of the year, I think speaks volumes of our progress.
I know it's long been a dream for you to race on this circuit. What is your biggest takeaway from year one?
It's just difficult. All the tracks are very different. There's just very diverse part of the schedule, and it's just long. 36 races with 2 exhibitions thrown in there. It's a lot of racing. It's a lot of opportunity to get complacent or really just stay really focused and able to not look at every race as important, and us being able to do that and really just continue. And even when we did struggle for a week, we were able to reset and regroup and know that we could fix that for next year. But ultimately we still have next week, even though it's a totally different track. And I felt like we were able to always do that, bounce back week to week. And next year I think it's going to be more about being able to take what we learned from year one of the places we kind of struggled at, be able to pinpoint those and make our weak spots a little bit rare.
Yeah, on that, 13 top 10, 15 finishes, 6 top 10, third place finish. What has to happen for you to win now and for this team to be in the hunt for the playoffs?
Ultimately, just a little bit more races under our belt. I feel like you just never know with this car where you're going to unload the best. Watkins Glen, I never would have thought we would have a shot to win that one. If you were to pick one specific one that you told me we're going to have a shot at one, be up front and be in the front row on a green white checkered. Watkins Glen probably be the last one I told you that was going to be a shot. So you just never know, and being able to. The biggest thing is just be able to perform like that opportunity is going to come. And then the second it does, you're able to capitalize. And that's really what Cup racing has kind of turned into, right? We all have very, very similar race cars and similar parts and pieces with being a spec car that if we just hit it right or others miss it or caution comes out, or there's so many just opportunities for anything to really happen that it's just any opportunity can happen within 400 or 500 mile races 36 times a year. Eventually you're gonna have one stroke of good luck fall your way. It's just how you take it and if you're prepared for it when it comes.
You're wearing this Zeigler gear. Do they continue on as a sponsor with your team next year?
Yeah, I'm excited to continue our growth with them, and excited to continue with Aaron and everybody at Team Zeigler. They've been great. It's always fun to come home and do appearances, do everything, and see how excited their employees and customers are of NASCAR and racing and myself. But it's really just a match made in heaven. I grew up, obviously West Michigan and Portage, but Aaron from and headquarters and 10 minutes from the house, and drove by it, going to get my haircuts and going to soccer games as a kid and school things and whatnot, right? Always drove by the Zeigler name and had friends even during COVID times work for them at their dealerships and everything, and motorsports, store and whatnot. So, perfect match made in heaven for us, and excited to keep it going. And ultimately, Aaron's a big race fan, so we have to perform really well because he is very, very competitive, even on Sundays, but also too, he's very competitive in his business and how they conduct themselves as a company. So it's, all our lines and goals match really well of just trying to succeed and be successful.
Yeah, for the last 9 months, you've had heavy pressure to perform week in, week out. Not much downtime during a season. What will you do the next 3 months? Are you going to be on a beach?
No, I'll be at the race shop. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of new teammates and people with, hiring 20, 30 new people with crew chiefs and engineers and everything. So ultimately learning them and how they operate and getting them into our system. But yeah, be at the shop and see my guys and be ready to go and just count down the days basically until we get to go to racetrack again.
Well, you're doing what you love, and that's always a fun way to pass the time, isn't it? Carson, Rookie of the Year, thank you very much for your time. Congrats on the great season, and just can't wait to see what comes in year 2.
Appreciate it. Thanks, you.